Alrighty, so fan pages, something what we're seeing at the moment. So fan pages is really about creating your own page on Facebook. So Facebook's here and it's here to stay. It's not going anywhere in any great hurry because it's just massive. Even though this is the first quarter where its growth's actually slowed down. So I don't know whether to read anything in that, but the reality is it's massive. So fan pages is creating your own page on Facebook. And I'll show you an example of that in a moment. What we're seeing is a duplication of the web. So if you've got a site on the web, you may want to get it onto Facebook, that same content onto Facebook, because Facebook is another major way that people can find you. And if you think about, does anyone know what I mean by domain gold rush, when that happened? Okay, I see a few people going, no. So if you think about, if you know now, if you knew 10 years ago what you know now about what's happening on the internet, do you think there's some domain names and stuff you would have grabbed? You think, oh yeah, we don't. Okay, so the exact same thing's happening at the moment. So like facebook.com/ and whatever your niche is, your business name, whatever, you want to try and secure those. It's not as easy as just registering a domain. You've got to create a Facebook fan page and then you've got to get 25 people to like it. And then you can register that name within Facebook. But getting 25 people, to like it isn't really that difficult. If you think even just with your own family, and you go out into the dysfunctional cousins and people you only see at Christmas and Easter and all that sort of stuff, chances are they're on Facebook and get a couple of them to click like for you. And once you get to your 25, then you can register your name. So like facebook.com/ and the example I'm going to show you in a moment is like facebook.com/ Internet Marketing Magazine. So it's very meaningful, it's got my keywords in it, and it's exactly what it is. So think about it, if you've got a particular business or area or niche or whatever that you're in, and take it as an action to secure your Facebook page. So you can have one individual login. So I can have one Greg Casa login to Facebook. And I can't have any more than that. Actually, you can seriously get banned if you do have more than that. But there's no limit on the number of business pages or fan pages that you can have. So there's no reason why I can't have the horse riding one as well as the Internet Marketing Magazine one as well as, whatever. So, and people can't necessarily tell that they're all related and they're all you, so don't worry about that. It's, yeah, so it's pretty cool. Just one individual and you can have as many pages as you like. Sorry, you had a question?
Greg, it's Jeff here. I just had an extra tip for what you just said to get up your likes. If you can't tap into your dysfunctional family and they don't want to like you, you can go to a website called Fiverr, and for $5 you can get people to show your website and get liked on that.
Other people's dysfunctional families will come along for $5.
They might be more receptive to your offer.
Yeah, they may be. Yeah. So, yeah, it's called Fiverr.com, which is FIVERR.com. What's that? Is it? 2 R's. Okay. Anyway, they've spelled it wrong. So, but yeah, Fiverr.com. We can have it. I'm getting online in a moment anyway, so we'll find that site. Yeah, it definitely does work. Alright, I'm just going to switch over to the browser and I'm going to show you a quick example of a Facebook fan page, and we're going to think about, remember, the primary course of action. Any web page we build, we want to know what the primary course of action is. So this Facebook fan page I'm going to show you, the primary course of action I want them to do is I want them to click like, and then I want them to opt in, give me their email address. So let's look and see whether we do that effectively. I have to switch different Facebook accounts. So in this case, I'm going to use my wife's because if you're logged in as yourself and it's your fan page, you don't necessarily see the same functionality as everyone else. It tries to show you admin type pages. So that's a little trick to be aware of, because I remember when I first started doing this, I'm thinking, why isn't it working? Why isn't it working? But it was just that it was showing me different stuff to what it was showing everyone else. So if you ever get to that, why isn't it working, just try and get someone else to have a look at it for you on Facebook. pretty funky. We've probably got enough windows open. Okay, that's where we were. We don't need that one anymore. So I'm just trying to get the Safari. Oh no, Firefox. Alright, so now I'm logged in as someone else, and if I go, remember we spoke about you have your page name, so I've got to go to facebook.com/Internet Marketing Magazine, or I could just search for, in the search bar for it as well, would work. Alright, so when you first get there, it's showing an image saying, click the like button above to instantly receive your free copy of Internet Marketing Magazine, the revolutionary new Internet magazine, and there's a picture of it. So remember we spoke about what's your primary course of action, you always need to know that. So that's very clear, isn't it? We want them to click like. So here we click like, and this one's going to do what we call a reveal. That page is going to be stripped away, and now it's going to show stuff that's only to members. So here now it's saying, click the magazine cover below to download the latest edition of Internet Marketing Magazine, and fill out the form below to get your free 24-month subscription. So quite effective, hey? But it's not as effective as if I'm just after emails, if I drive traffic directly to a really good landing page on the web, I'm going to get more email addresses, because remember, every time we've asked them to do something else, we're going to get less and less of them. Something else on this page, you can see up the little tweaks we made where it says "and" in the middle. That used to say "or," and then it wasn't really working properly, and we found that people were just grabbing their magazine because they thought they had to do that or that. So then I changed the word "or" to "and," and the email opt-ins went up. And then the other thing that we did was we added the one up the top left and the 2 up the top left, sort of more top right. So saying step 1 do this and then do that. So like what we spoke about with the ads, wherever you can tell people what to do, you'll get a better result. Yeah, so it's pretty clever. And I'll show you something else so that you see what I mean about the duplication of the web. If I go to internetmarketingmag.net, and we'll look at this menu structure. So like this: home, about us, meet the experts, issues, blog, products. Andrew and Daryl are actually part of our experts. Oh, here's pop-up domination for you. See that? Grab your free subscription. So 1 in 4 people does that. Very cool. And it's easy to get rid of it, so they're not really that cheesed off about it. So you can see how the site looks. And now if you look at my Facebook fan page, see this: home, issues, membership, experts, blog, contact us. So we're creating a copy effectively of our content on here. So we don't really care if people find us via Facebook or they find us via the web. The trick is to make both effective. And to do this, to have that menu structure, I don't know many people that really know how to do that. We use a tool called iWeeper, which is IWIPA. And how you'd get there is within Facebook, you'd search for iWeeper, which is IWIPA. And it's a Facebook application, actually. There's a free version of it and there's a paid version. And you need the paid version, which is like $97, to be able to do what I showed you, which was that reveal. So click like and then strip away that thing. And so it costs $97 to set that up. But as you can see, because you want to build both likes as well as email opt-ins, it's a good investment, $97. And then to create this page is actually quite easy. It's like, what's the first menu you want? Then it's a bit what we call a WYSIWYG. What you see is what you get. So point and click and drag and that sort of stuff. So it's not as hard as what you would imagine. So that's sort of the main things about, Facebook fan pages. The other thing is once people have clicked like, they receive all the communications you make. So things that I write here, like on the post, that will turn up. Other people who have clicked like will see all those messages from me start turning up, on their wall and their messages as they're going through. So that's why you want to get people to click like, so that you can communicate with them again.